I'm just waiting for Sugar to come back. Welcome back to the channel, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house and a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with really, really, really cute dogs. Hey, welcome back. Darn computer. So sorry about that, dear. Let's go ahead and jump back into your reading. I'm going to open the cards and the phone again to look at the messages. Next time I'll be more aware of what's going on with the laptop and its security. Okay, so we're going to get into the work question first, which we got into. Spirit says no, your stress and anxiety is really overwhelming you right now, which you probably already know, and it's actually affecting your confidence in your work. Because you're feeling pretty battered and bruised in the shortcomings of what you've been experiencing at your job. It's like a big, huge mystery to you. It's like you can't quite seem to get in control of your thoughts, your feelings, and your workspace because you're just not very comfortable right now. It's like there's something about your job, something about where you work that makes you feel even more unsettled in your life. Yeah, when you asked about, are you missing the marks? Spirit's like, I feel like what Spirit's saying, the one thing that's affecting you the most. The last question was, how am I doing at work in general? And then you had typed something, I can't remember what it is, and we got these two cards. But let's go over and ask that question about how you are doing at work in general, how your peers at work are feeling about the work you're doing, and what you need to know about that. But your anxiety, your stress, I'm not sure what anxiety you might be feeling, but I know that the thing with your fingerprints can't be making you feel any better either. But now the great thing about 9 of Wands that is positive is that your job is stable. It is something for you to build upon, something that is a good foundation that you can build upon and trust upon. If you can overcome some of these things that are setting you back with your anxiety and your stress. And it's almost like it's harder for you to maybe accept the mystery of it all. It's like you don't want to be facing things that give you a headache. So you work. So how you're doing in work overall in general is the 9 of Cups. You must be finding some kind of benefit from this job. Froze again? Oh my God. Veronica, am I frozen on your screen? Oh, cool. I'm back on. All right. Okay, so back to overall how you're doing at work in this 9 of Cups. There must be something that's beneficial to you that you do like about the rewards this job brings in, Maybe it offers you comfort in the fact that it does help you make some power moves and help you make some wishes that you want in regards to your life to be settled, the score be settled with it. But overall, how you're doing at work is great. I mean, this is a great card to get. People do like you at your work. People do enjoy having you around, your energy and your presence. Okay. You might be feeling like you're burdensome, but you're not to the people you work around. It's so funny because the card on the bottom is that burden card, that burdensome card, like that energy where you just feel like it's all on you. And if it's not feeling right in your head, it might not be right for everybody else. But really, Nine of Cups is just letting you know there are things about you that you bring to, you're doing well at your job. You're doing all you can. You're doing the best you can in the Nine of Cups. It doesn't have to be this difficult with the 10 of Wands. People overall like you and enjoy that you are there in their workspace because it could be worse. Okay. Let me look at some of the other questions. Was there anything else about that question that you wanted us to dive into? Spirit, what does she need to know about PS and their thoughts? What are PS's thoughts on her help? What are PS's thoughts on Sugar's help? It might even make you feel better to maybe go to the people that you work with, that you work for, like your superiors, the people that are above you, and say, hey, is there anything I could do to improve my work womanship? Anything I can do to improve upon my job here? Make it easier for me and everyone around me? All right. That might be a great question to ask the people you work with. I'm not saying like the girl who sits next to you. I'm talking about like, your boss, your manager. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, what does PS think of the help that Sugar offered? Wow. So reversed Hermit. They were like, wow, everyone around here is so unhelpful, but this person didn't even flinch to come out of the woodwork and help, whereas everybody else would have just avoided them. In this Hermit card, really good feelings there about the offer that you help them get through it and feel more stable and balanced, which is a very good thing. These are it's a very good card combo to get. When everybody else was looking for something else, you were looking out for others who needed help, and that really made them feel good, even if it wasn't perfect. Okay. Let's see what else they thought or felt about that. Yeah, you helped them turn a situation that was conflictive to them into something that helped them avoid conflict in this Five of Swords. Honestly, in the Star card, you guys might not know each other very well. You might be a little bit distant, but you really helped them out a lot. Okay. Your help was just enough. Let's see what your next question is. If there's anything else you want to ask about that or you want me to deeper into, just let me know, okay? Let's see. Does Tio think that she's better than Sugar? Yes. And the reason that she thinks that she's better than you in the Seven of Pentacles is because this person thinks that they work harder, look better, dress better, and have gone way above and beyond more than anybody there. Like they're also somebody who they're not the kind of person that they do work hard now. I'm not taking that away from her. But they're also the kind of person that they they will use confrontation or something like that to climb the ladder. Have you ever seen Game of Thrones? Whoever T.O. is, you said, does T.O. think she's better than me? Oh, thank you, Maria. Hot mess today for sure. You want to get another reading? Okay. We can do that. So T.O., you had asked about T.O. I didn't want to go all into it. And she's been kind of ornery with you. And then it says, does T.O. think she's better than me? Did you mean A.S.? There's this other girl who was, it doesn't matter who the name is. Spirit knows who you're talking about. Okay. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate you saying that. Actually, tonight I'm going to be washing it. It definitely needs to be washed, ladies. It's only the dry shampoo. It's only the dry shampoo. I promise. It's only the dry shampoo. Oh no, I'm frozen. I'm the freeze monster. Stop freezing me, YouTube. Asking if she thought that she's better than you. Does that person think she's better than you? I'm assuming it's AS. You put TO. Could have been a typo as well. Typo, TO. Well, it says right here, there's also this other girl who's under me at AS, and she's been very arrogant. I was hoping they'll take her off the team, but I don't think it's happening. Well, yeah, if you think that, it's not happening. If you already sitting there going, who? Giving her little to no energy, you've already won. So does TO think she's better than me? So I think what you're saying is, does TO think AS is better than you? But what has happened is, obviously, we found something out about TO who thinks she's better than you. TO, because I'm talking about TO. But also at the same time, you know, I don't need to know exactly what you're trying to ask. Spirit will tell you. So I'm going to clarify it. Is it TO and AS? Does TO think that TO is better than Sugar? Yeah, I'm kind of shocked too. Okay, so no. Spirit is talking about AS. TO thinks AS is better than you. Let's ask the question. So no, TO doesn't think that, you know, they're better than you. TO does not think AS is better than you, but AS thinks they're better than you because AS is the person that I obviously was getting the message for or about. So there's your clarification on that. Okay. TO is your senior. So your TO does not think that they're better than you. We've clarified that. They do not think that AS is better than you. It's both reverse temperance and reversed Six of Swords. Those are both no's. But back to AS, I don't know who this person is. They feel that they work harder, look better, are better than anybody. They're in fact, their self-concept is pretty good. But it's also, this is the thing about AS. Okay, all right, Maria, thank you so much. Here's the thing you need to know about AS. Okay, but first I need to know, have you ever watched Game of Thrones? Because I don't want to ruin it for you if you have not watched all of Game of Thrones. You have. So do you remember the character Littlefinger? Okay, so you watched it till the end? You watched it till the last episode, correct? Okay. She's a Littlefinger. Okay, AS is a Littlefinger. Okay, see her little finger on the pentacle? She's a Littlefinger who has built her connections with people off of stepping off the back of others. All right? Like a ladder. She'll make you think that she can trust you, so that you can trust her in the workforce so that she can achieve what she wants. And she does work hard. But she's also, you know, somebody who overdoes it. She might even overdo it. Yeah, Peter Baelish, you're right. So, middle finger. And this is the thing about the world in general. People tend to forget, you know, that there are human beings that are like that. We have this we've been given this real sense of security that people have changed over the last 500 years because we're in a modern advanced society, but we really haven't. It's just that we have more science and more laws and more ways to, you know, mind control and control people that they didn't have 500 years ago, or even 100, or even 40 years ago, or 30 years ago, or even 20 years ago. So what has happened is we have sort of become, it's like our minds have been numbed, and people have become real self-centered. This is about, let's see what the energy is behind the Seven of Pentacles regarding AS, and any advice on AS. So yeah, the energy is that she has a conquest. She has an idea in her life, and she doesn't care who she has to step on or step over to get there. Her mind is real sharp, but you're smarter than her, and we both know it. So Spirit's like, what do you want the next scene to look like in your mind's eye, in your imaginational act? They just get rid of her. They've gotten rid of her. It's not a problem anymore. That's your vision, and you have to hold on to it. We can get really train wrecked with the idea of the things that we want and that we'd like to see, and think that there's something that has to like that you have to do, or that has to be done to, you know, get to that point, you know, and that it's in the future what we want. But if you could just step into it right now and start getting into the idea of how it feels for her to just kind of be out of the picture, it might help a lot. It might help turn things around in 24 hours, you know, 2 weeks, 2 days. Do you ever get into the feeling or the idea that what it is that you desire is just not showing up? Because I get like that too. And then I have to remind myself that it's already happened because I desired it. It's already something that's like, it's already something that's there. It's just that if I keep going back to the idea that it's not really there, you know, it's kind of like oxygen. We can't see it, but gosh, we would know if it was not there. Yeah, you're too, see, and that's so wonderful that you would admit that, because not many people can admit that they're too controlling. My dad's too controlling. I try to go outside and do gardening. You're doing it wrong. Do it like this. It's like, okay, I give up. You're taking the joy out of it, and either help me or go bother someone else, you know? But I can also be a little bit controlling. I think we can all be somewhat controlling because, you know, we want an outcome to come to us the way that we want it. And it makes us feel out of control when it doesn't show up, or doesn't show up the way that we want it to happen. And that's why it's so important to stay in the knowing of trusting the universe, you know, trusting spirit. You know, spirit is just whatever you believe your creator is, even if it's just the dirt outside. So once again, like the lipstick theory. All right, I'm going to put my lipstick on. Here it is. Kiss Me Coral from Revlon. I'm putting my lipstick on. I've stood in front of the mirror, which is the camera. All right, if I go in the other room and I start putting this on, you're not going to see it because I'm not in the camera. But I'm also not going to sit here and try to put my lipstick on my lips like this. That would just be ridiculous. And this is what you're doing, Sugar. You too, Mary. Maria. You too. I do it too. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Okay? I do it too. And then I got to remind myself, oh yeah, I got beautiful lips. I'm a nice person. People like me. And then I start feeling like Pat from SNL 30 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just have to sit down and start going inside and thinking and feeling what's the state of mind I'm in, because that's what everybody else is going to vibrationally pick up, even if they don't realize where it's coming from. So if I stood in front of this mirror here, which we're using the camera as an example, and I reflect back to you, me putting lipstick on, you're going to see it. But if I tell you, look at that oxygen we're breathing, you're going to be like, where is it? And that's what a lot of us do with our manifestations. I want him to tell me he's in love with me. Where is it? But yet he's right there wagging his tongue in front of you. And that's not enough for us. And this is why this is one doctor I told you guys about, the one that did the 250,000 brain scans of women and men, say we should be considered different species from men. I think we should also be considered different species from some women too. But at the end of the day, imagine the lipstick being your thoughts and feelings. Okay. And it's reflecting, it's bouncing off me. I thought about you today. I knew you were thinking about me. And I was like, I wonder how she's feeling. I wonder if she'll come back. I'm pretty sure if I do a live, she'll come back. And then boom, here you are. And you must have thought about me at some point today. Now, it's just like when you're in La La Land doing anything and suddenly you're like, why did I think of my person? You know, that person that you love, you care about, you want to be with your specific person. By the way, I put your timer on pause so I could go on this tangent. Because I'm trying to make you understand that even if she thinks that you're better, we know the difference. We know that you're working on your self-concept. So now I want you to get a piece of paper out. This is going to be your homework tonight. You're going to write a piece of paper out. Same with you, Maria. I'm going to do the same thing. Why do your friends need you? Why does he need you? Why does your family need you? Why do they love you? Why do they care about you? Why are they obsessed with you? Why do they call you and text you all the time? It doesn't matter. Be creative. This is a creative time for you to just sit down, even if you can't come up with anything but just one thing. Start with something. Because this isn't about what you need. It's about what everybody else needs from you and what they want from you, because that's going to help you go down the list and figure out what it is that's, the butcher knife in your self-concept. What's the butcher knife in my self-concept? Something that's so irrelevant. Two little things that are so irrelevant. They have absolutely nothing to do with my personality, have nothing to do with my mind, have nothing to do with, they're completely irrelevant and they can be fixed very easily. But I have to get off my fat ass and take care of it, because nobody else is going to work out my fat ass for me. I mean, unless my specific person wants to be hired for, some special workouts. So, once again, you're focusing on your self-concept. So put this negative Nancy out of your head. AS who? Just like Mariah Carey did to Jennifer Lopez, Whitney Houston, Christina Aguilera. When people would ask her insulting questions about how she felt about these other women being her competitor in the music business. Who? Crickets. Why? Because she's the queen. And you have to understand that that's who you are. This queen of pentacles over here with that person that you helped, that's who you are. That's how people see you. Down to earth, funny, sweet. Someone who makes them feel better when they're around. Someone who appears to them to be balanced. All right? Oh, Veronica, I learned so much from you too, believe it or not. So let's go ahead and get back into your reading. I'm sorry that girl's being dismissive and arrogant with you. That's how she is with everybody, sadly. Yes, sweetheart. Maria, you can type it in your phone notes. It's just like, I was giving Maria a reading tonight, and we asked some questions we've never asked about her specific person, and without giving too much private information away. It's important for you to ask these questions about people that might be uncomfortable. So it's good that you ask these questions about AS and TO and got some of the confirmations and questions that you might have even been asking subconsciously and not realize, sugar. Okay? Because then you can face them head on with your imagination. You can face them head on with your feelings. You and I both went to the same mentor for a long time, sugar, and I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to give away I don't want to give away her privacy. I don't want to interfere in her privacy. And I feel like with some of the things that person was teaching at their age, it might have been a little bit difficult for them to understand maybe some of the younger people like us who maybe, are experiencing love, relationships, sex, drugs, rock and roll, their job, everyday people, because it's a different generation. So I'm trying to apply some of the things that my mentor has taught me that have been taught for eons through the Bible, the Quran. I could go on and on and on. All those books, even right down to Anton LaVey's literature. Okay. Teaching the same thing. Your thoughts create. Your beautiful thoughts create with your creator. That which you cannot create alone, your creator creates with you. So be careful with your thoughts. And here's the one thing that my mentor never really told me, but yet she told me, but I didn't get it because she didn't just say, hey, look, your thoughts become things, but it's really the feelings you have behind those thoughts. So just because you're fucking freaked out by werewolves and you're scared to death and it's nighttime and it's a full moon out there and it's scary, doesn't fucking mean you're going to manifest a werewolf. Because it's just a thought you're having. Yeah, you're having anxiety. You're having feelings that are emotional. But you could just be having feelings and thoughts about something else. And that werewolf that you're experiencing in your life is actually something else. You might really be uncomfortable subconsciously with maybe where you live, having intruders. Maybe you had a bad experience you forgot in your lifetime. It does happen. I had a very bad experience when I just got out of being a toddler and into being 5-6 years old. And I didn't remember it until after my car accident when I hit my head. I mean, I remembered bits and pieces, but I didn't realize how bad it was. So we don't know. We go through all kinds of different things. So we also meet people that we like, and then we find out disappointing things about them, but we all make mistakes. Your best advice for AS is just no giving her your energy, staying balanced and watching out for your back, watching around your area, offering what you can to those you work with, and making sure that you're on point with yourself. If you're comfortable with yourself at your job, no one else should have anything to complain about. If somebody starts complaining about something, sugar, you tell them, what do I need to know about improving upon this situation so that I can do my best at my job? All right. Let's get into some of your other questions. But no, you're not disappointing everyone, but we'll just ask while we're here. Spirit, is she disappointing everyone at work? And I can see that it is your self-concept. So once again, the feeling behind what you're wanting to manifest, not your feeling behind what you don't want to manifest. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a big difference. What you're feeling behind your desire is what's important. What you're feeling behind your fear is not important. You have to find a way to turn your back on that. I would have to say that my biggest fear is death. I don't want to die again. It hurts. And it hurts to come back too. So I think I've always had a thing with death since I was little because, experience death at a young age can be traumatizing. So stay focused on what's good. If you start to have an intrusive thought, just have 3 thoughts that are good. Your specific person kissing you. Your specific person calling you on the phone to comfort you, or a piece of cheesecake. You know, whatever floats your boat. It's kind of like people who have cancer when they're sick and recovering from chemo. They ask, what can I eat? Well, whatever you can tolerate. So think about how, you know, the infectious thoughts are cancer, and you're blowing it off because you're doing what you can do that you can tolerate to get through pushing yourself through that sickness. That sickness, I call it the sickness because it's like what happens is over time we start to become addicted literally to this feeling of, is something bad going to happen? Do I have to worry about this? Is there, what's going to happen next? Instead of enjoying life. And I'm just telling you, I'm like someone who wore that t-shirt and it's in the closet and I'm never going to wear it again. So stop yourself and go make that list of why people need you, Sugar. Why people need you, Maria. Why people love you. Why people want you in their life. You know, why are they obsessed with you? Why do they call you and love to talk to you? What are the things that, and this will help you with your self-concept. I have to do this every once in a while. I also feel like in this Four of Cups, you might even be a little bored at your job. You might be a little bored in your line of work. You want something better. You want something that brings in more money. Yeah, feeling anxious about work. No, you're not disappointing everyone, but at the end of the day, and that Four of Cups is a no. You know, no, you're not disappointing everyone, but you are bored. You're bored there. There's something about the job that's boring. It's boring to you because maybe, you know, you want more. You want more in that Ten of Pentacles. Maybe you're not getting the more that you want, like the raise you want, the promotion you want, but you know, it's already yours. You have all the potential. Just ask what you can do to improve upon what you're already doing. It will help you immensely. Oh, wow. He said you sound better, though. How does Sugar's manager feel about her as direct report? No, they feel pretty good about your work ethics. Don't keep yourself worried about it. Don't keep yourself up at night worried about how this person feels, how your manager thinks and feels as his direct report. They really do think and feel the world for you. I don't think they'd want anybody else in their world to be in that position right now. So no keeping yourself up at night worrying about it, okay? Let's see what else you need to know. And also, once again, Spirit TO thinking about the work on their shared client. What does Sugar need to know about that? Are you keeping yourself up at night over that too? Well, they are as well. They may feel a little scattered. They may feel a little like you are a bit scattered. But at the end of the day, this is really how they're feeling about themselves. They need you. They need you to fill in the blanks. Okay, so yeah. How are they feeling? They're staying up. They're keeping themselves up overnight about it. Okay. You might even be thinking, you might even be doing the same thing over the client that you're sharing. But they need you to fill in the blanks with that situation. They need your help. It's not the other way around with that shared client. You're somebody that gives them a little bit more balance in whatever it is that you guys are doing in regards to on that shared client. It's like something about you filling in the blanks and also giving them options to think about that may have been better than what they would have thought themselves. See what the card is on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, they feel, though, they do feel like it's something that they can complete in a good way, leave it on a positive note. They don't feel negative about it at all. Well, they do feel very comfortable with you. They need you, though. It's not the other way around. How do they feel, Spirit? How does they feel? What does he think of Sugar versus AS in terms of performance on this client? Yeah, compared. So we've got a Tower card as the energy behind this. Compared, I think that this person is feeling about you like there is something to celebrate. As far as AS, there's something about this Tower card. I don't know how much experience AS has in the situation that you're in, but they think and feel regarding your work that you do, that you're passionate about it. Like it's something that you love doing. It's something you like communicating about. It's something that you like doing. It kind of feel versus AS that it's like they're not quite sure if AS knows exactly in depth. If there's something about them being afraid that AS is going to mess something up, create a problem, create some kind of negative, not negative vibes, but maybe keep them from getting the job done well in the way they'd like to. But it's as if with you, they feel more comfortable. They feel more comfortable with you. They don't feel comfortable with this AS person on the project versus you. I don't know why. I could always ask. I don't think that this is something that this person would want to talk about because their thoughts and feelings might get in the way of their job. Like they might worry a little bit about that. Okay, I'm sorry. What was the question I was just about to ask? I kind of got lost in my messages. I was going to ask, what was I going to ask? Helps. The question left my mind. Okay, why are they uncomfortable with it, AS Spirit? Why is this person, Tio, why is Tio uncomfortable with AS? Really? Interesting. So we've got the King of Pentacles here and the Six of Cups. This is about somebody, this is like getting kind of spooky romantic. So I understand the Tower card now. This person might have something going on in their head. They might have the hots for AS. They might feel manipulated by AS. They might feel like there's something about AS that maybe they're uncomfortable. I see. So it's uncomfortable because maybe AS has been coming on to them at work. And remember what I said earlier about she's a little finger. So King of Pentacles. You know, why are they uncomfortable? Yeah, because this person insinuates that there is something, there should be something special between, or it's weird. Yeah, it's like she's overstepping her boundaries and trying to get what she wants through a heart on. HEARTON, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whoever's watching. I'm serious. Like it's six of one, half a dozen of another, but I'm shocked too. They're more comfortable with you because I don't think that you're trying to get in their pants or trying to overstep them in most men don't care. You know, we don't have the same class of people we 20, 30, 15, 10, 5 years ago. Spirit, can you clarify it? Tio is happily married and has the cutest babies. No, see, he's feeling like as if this person is trying to get what they want by manipulating them through maybe flirtatious innuendos in the work space, maybe provocative dressing. Spirit, can you clarify? That's funny. So we have the Four of Pentacles with Blanche Devereaux on it. It must be like the way she looks at him, the way she presents herself. She might also look at him a lot in that Three of Wands. Like, you know how when somebody is attracted to somebody or wants to make them think they're attracted, they'll look at them a lot. They'll stare at them a lot. You see her looking back. You see her looking through the binoculars. And that makes him feel a little weird in this Death card. It kind of just makes him want to, feel like stabby. Might even give him a headache. He might feel like he needs to. It's like exhausting. It's exhausting in this Four of Swords to be around her, honestly. But he's like, such is life. This is life. This is work. I have to put up with it. In that Wheel of Fortune. Because he has limiting beliefs and circumstances too. We've discussed this, work friends and I. Yeah. Hey, Vanilla. How are you, dear? Hey, Amelia. How are you, sweetheart? Any time left? No, sugar. But if you want to ask one more question, you can. How's your hand, Amelia? You want to get an update on SV? Well, let's just see what you need to know. And then if you want to get a Tacobox, you can. Spirit, what does she need to know real quick about SV? What does she just need to know? Can we just get one card? Yeah, he's the Emperor and the Hierophant. Well, he's trying to definitely be the best version of himself and definitely making sure that he wants to, make sure his well-being is good. He is taking care of himself in that Emperor and that Hierophant card, spiritually, physically, financially. He seems to be in a pretty good space. Oh, I hope you get better with your hand, Amelia. I've just been having internet problems, so I haven't been able to be online as much. Hierophant and Emperor card. If you want to get a Tacobox, you can, or an 1111 love reading, you can, sugar. We can do something like that. But if you just wanted like a quick update, I just pulled some cards on him. Oh no, it cut off. Am I still here? Yes, I did see the PayPal come through about 25 minutes ago when I started Sugar's reading. But yeah, the PayPal went through, and I got your questions. Oh, you're so welcome, Sugar. Thank you. You've been so helpful today for me, too. I appreciate it. I came online earlier today, with a goal to make a certain amount of money, and I'm only 33 away from my goal. So thank you so much for bringing me closer to that, ladies. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and I can just pick up where I left off in the morning. I wanted to get online to make a little extra cash so I can see these pedals. I need to replace these guitar pedals, and they're about $25 each. But I did find some comparable pedals that take 9-volt batteries, because I want to put 9-volt batteries in this, Velcro it to the speaker, and then we can carry it together wherever we go for our ghost hunts. We can go on the back porch and do spirit box. We can go out in the graveyard, in the yard, and do spirit box. We could go all the way to the other side of the graveyard and do spirit box, instead of having to just go and do Estes methods all the time, because I know people like to listen in. Molly's going to be here for Halloween, so I'm just like trying to get ready for my birthday, which is Halloween. But yeah, SV is taking care of himself, Sugar. So remember that what you imagine, what you desire, you manifest. What you fear, you experience. And but you can change it. You really can. There's so much going on in our lives that can be very difficult to, sometimes not manifest a shit story. But the more you get a hold of your self-concept and the ideas of what you want, and hold on to them to be true, stop letting your negative Nancy or your boogeyman get you down. They'll lessen their grip more and more over time. Spirit, what does Maria need to know right now? Some of these questions that are here in the inbox. What are thoughts and feelings after what are her specific person? What are Maria's specific energy behind that? It's so interesting, because it's like, hey, Ari, how are you, sweetheart? It's so interesting because it's like you are the embodiment of like the woman he wants to be with, Maria. And he is with you in every way. He is in love with you, Maria, in this Ace of Cups. You do complete this person, and they know it. That's literally their thoughts and feelings tonight. They're like, wow, this is something special. More special than I thought. I got my head in the clouds about it all the time. Yeah, see the Sun card, Maria. Very happy. Very happy energy. And then the energy behind this, the Sun card, is the Lovers. So you've gotten 2 major arcanas. You've gotten a lot of beautiful cups here. 10, 11 cups. It's amazing. You know, I got this reading the other day on my specific person that we talk about all the time. And it was so interesting because the guy that did the reading, I actually recorded it. I probably should go back and listen to it, but I didn't tell this person anything. In fact, I was just cruising around online to check out what other people did for readings. And I just guess I connected with this person and they're like, oh, let me do a reading for you. I didn't even have to ask a question, and they knew what was going on, and the cards told them what was going on. It was so interesting to me how the person was like, you got these cups, that cup, this pinnacle, and it all added up to the number 11. I was like, okay. And it's like they knew what was going on, Maria, before I could even say anything. I should probably go back and get another reading. But yeah, they are feeling loved and in love, cared for and caring, happy, want to make you happy. They only want to do the loving actions, loving feelings, loving words, loving, maybe they are not able to say I love you or don't want to hear that from you, but I think you should keep saying it. Because maybe that is something in their life that they're missing. And who knows? Maybe they'll put the gun down. Maybe they'll put the bow and arrow down. Just because I do archery doesn't mean I'm out there, doing it to hunt animals. I'm doing it because if someone comes through my door, they're going to get an arrow in their heart. That's the only reason that I practice with weapons, is to protect myself, protect my body, protect my family, protect my animals. And through your love and him understanding how you feel about that little vacation trip thing he's going to do, I think that through time, he'll start to realize how ridiculous it is of him to be doing that. Do I have another one of those? Do you mean like, what do you mean?
10.
No. Why?
Because maybe that's why I was leaking. See, it's a crack up here on top.
Oh no. Let me see the crack.
Turn your light on.
No, I don't need a light. Just
Okay.
need the thing.
Don't pull it to open anymore. See right there? From the heat, the plastic.
Well, it's not cracked down the side. It's only cracked right here on the side.
On top, yeah.
Is this the one you always use?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was seeing water on the floor sometimes.
Oh, because it'll steam out of the crack and then, okay.
Maybe I can put all them duck things on the bottom.
Yeah, you can.
Is that safe?
Yeah.
Because it's paper.
I put that one on paper, the one that I have over there on paper.
Okay.
And it's fine.
Okay. Took me out of my feet very good.
Oh.
It's a few things on it, but it's not a bright light over here. No.
Maria, so let's go ahead and just get into the last questions. Another Maria. There's just so many Marias. We just should call this channel the Maria channel. Oh, thank you so much for your time. Let's go ahead and get into that last question, sweetheart. So, through the love that you are showing him, maybe there just hasn't been a lot of love in his life, real love. All right. All right. Now it's just getting into the idea that he's already physically pieced out. So he's done with that stabby energy, because we're talking about her. He's already left mentally. We're talking about her, so it's coming up. So let me ask the question that you wanted to have answered. Spirit, what does she need to know about her specific person regarding hanging out for his birthday? So Spirit says, yeah, put on that breastplate of love with the Justice card. And Spirit, what else does she need to know about these last few questions real quick? So you will get to see him. Why did he tell her back? Why didn't he tell her? Why didn't he tell that to her back? what they talked about today. But yeah, he's not seeing it in the next 6 months. That last reading we did, he's not even thinking about that whole leaving thing. He's trying to keep it just the way it is. So either go with the flow or change it. And even while you're trying to change it, remember, you can't change people, but you can change how they show up to us and how a scenario will show up to us. If it triggers you, don't do anything. Okay. So Spirit, what's anything, why didn't he tell anything on why he didn't tell it back to her, what she said? Yeah, he just feels like wishy-washy about it. He feels wavy about it. He feels washed away by it. He feels in this Two of Swords like he's pregnant with a lot of ideas, but once again, he needs you to fill in those blanks. You are helping him fill in those blanks. The energy behind it is, he does feel it's something to celebrate. He does feel like it is something special. He does feel like he's not as stuck as he used to be. Do you remember when we used to do the readings a couple months ago and it was just like 8 of Swords after 8 of Swords? I do. Anything that she should know about her specific person, anything Maria should know about her specific person. Am I still here? Anything that she should know about her specific person. Yes, he does love you. He does care about you and your well-being. All right. He does feel very comfortable with you in the beginnings that you created. He's also feeling like, you're somebody special and you should be treated special and always be treated special in this new beginning and as he goes down this path with you. To know about him right now, he's real bored. Okay, sounds funny, but it's not your fault though. It has nothing to do with you. He's bored at home. Okay, he's bored with his job. This man needs a vacation. Okay, and preferably not a hunting excursion. In this 8 of Cups and this Fool card, like he wants to go do something he's never done before. He's finding himself having to have a lot of patience with his emotions. And the Temperance card, he's finding himself within his community. There's things about his community and this 3 of Pentacles and this 10 of Swords that just keeps him up at night. He doesn't feel healthy at all, mentally wealthy within his community. Not at all. He is willing to talk to you about it and only you about it. In this Queen of Wands and this 8 of Wands, he's just mostly alone. He doesn't have anyone else to talk to about this shit. Not a mom, not a dad, not a brother, not a sister, not a friend. Okay, only you. And the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. You have to remember, he's performing for his abuser. All right? He's performing for his abuser. And it may take some time to get him out of that comfort zone because he is addicted to the pain that his abuser causes because he may be unaware of it because he's just so used to it after all the years of bullshit. Yeah, we'll find out where that person lives. Find out where that person lives that we talked about that went to jail. Just find out we can find out where it happened, and then I can guide you on how to go there without giving away private information to me or anybody else. Because you need to know. In fact, I should just make the master class on how to not get effed over by all the lies and bullshit people tell you. Free. Free. All you have to do is subscribe and like and leave a comment. Download it now. I should put that together for sure. Oh, I had a song that was in my head. I don't know if it comes back to me. There is a song. Let it come back to me and I'll send it to you, okay? Maria Pond, I got your donation. Are you looking for an 11:11 love reading? I know what song it is. Hold on. Okay, cool. So what are your questions, dear? And what do you need to know right now? What are the most important questions to you? Between H and you? Okay. Between JH and you. Okay. His current feelings. Okay, what else? I guess we'll just build upon that. Excuse me.
Feeling measuring tape. It's one side here.
Oh, that's always good to know. What are you up to, Franken Dad?
I was trying to make some room for that machine, and this foot on the floor open. And here's this. I found tape.
Wow.
Probably 3 feet.
Okay. I'm going to do a reading.
Okay.
And if you need any help, I'll come help you.
I'm done with that too.
Okay, so you want to know feelings between JH and you. Let me get my love tarot cards and my romance angels. And I'll be sending you a song soon, Maria.
The favorite word made in China. Let's send it to Trump, make him happy.
Could we not say that word? I'm on a live. You know how I feel about that.
I'm sorry.
Just you don't have to apologize. It's just no religion and politics on the Tammy. Please, Dad. All right, Dad, I'm going to do a reading. Frank and Dad, go away. Love you. All right, let's get into this feelings and thoughts for you. Spirit, what does she need to know about JH's current feelings for Maria Pond? I'm just putting a timer on real quick so we can stay focused. And if I have to pause it, I will. Like if we start talking about your reading or you have any other questions. So it's not like I just blare through the 11 minutes or whatever minutes you buy. I do pause it. So Spirit, what does Maria Pond need to know about JH's feelings for Maria Pond? Current feelings? What are his current feelings? What does she need to know about that right now? So I don't read cards that fall on the table that are face down. They're like irrelevant to me. I only focus on what is right up in front of my face. There are 2 cards on the table and they're down, but we'll look at them at the end just to see what they are. So this person does definitely have a conquest for you in mind with the Chariot card. It's almost like Spirit's also saying, I promise you that this is like no joke. There is something in mind that they have for you regarding their feelings, regarding their connection with you, regarding wanting to be closer, wanting to get to know who you are, wanting to know the things they don't already know about you. It's like their conquest is to figure it out. Is this the one? But at the same time, I'm not really sure what this person's limiting beliefs and circumstances are, but they might be questioning, is this good for me or bad for me, even though it feels so right in that Chariot card. Men don't have any more land to conquest, so they have to conquest house, car, job, beautiful women, money, things like that. So this is the energy behind the Chariot with the High Priestess. This is how they see you. They see you as somebody who's intelligent, smart, wise, spiritual, beautiful, kind, sweet, compassionate. At least they'd hope that you'd be all of that by the way you look and sound. There's something about you in this High Priestess regarding their feelings that it's as if the person that you are, it's like something special. It's like something they have looked for. Somebody who's not just about them. Somebody who can also be about him too. They're feeling that they want to, there's something that you can share with them to make their lives better in this High Priestess. So Spirit's also saying in this High Priestess card that it's very important for you to think about what you want. It's very important for you to be feeling what you want. It's very important for you to be serving the good wolf inside of you. You know, we all have a wolf inside of us that's a little furry. But it's also telling you, this High Priestess card, that Spirit has your back. See how the universe is behind her? She's on her throne, and certainly he ain't sitting on it. So don't be letting anybody sit on their throne, on your throne, and only be sitting on their throne if you're sitting on their lap. But you have to understand, though, this High Priestess card, this is Spirit also telling you, stay in your power about how you want this person to feel about you, how you want them to show up to you, how you want this love story to pan out. Your thoughts become things. So take into consideration what it is that is important to you and leave the rest behind. Spirit, what can the romance angel cards tell her more about JH's feelings for Maria Khan? So you do have a star card and a strength card that were upside down. And I feel like, you know, maybe Spirit does this to me with readings because there's something relevant in those cards that are face down that the people need to know about themselves. So I will press upon those in a minute regarding his feelings, because engagement regarding this person's feelings right now, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So what I'm feeling this commitment is okay, maybe it's not an engagement, a marriage, or even someone saying, hey, I'm ready to date you long term and be fully committed. But just the commitment to the idea of serving the feelings, you know, the thoughts, the state of mind, the energy, the vibes that you want to stay in regarding the situation. Like, you're committed to a higher vibrational energy regarding your love story with this person. It is what is really going to kind of give you the lift off, the boost, as the extra added bonus to helping your love life ascend into that commitment. Excuse me. If a person doesn't want to commit, fine. That's okay. They don't want to commit right now, that's fine. But make sure that you're finding out if you want them to only be sleeping exclusively with you, or find out, you have every right to ask that. If that's something you want to have a sexual relationship with someone, you have every right to ask them if, you know, you guys are the only two sleeping together. You have the right to know. So I'm sorry you broke up. You can fix it. There is a reality out there where you're with every person you ever wanted to be with in the way that you want to be with them. You just have to, a lot of people say, you have to heal. You have to show up with your feminine energy. You have to do this. You have to do that. No, you just have to change your mind. That's how simple it is. You just have to change your mind. I changed my mind. We were together for 3 years and we talked about marriage, but we broke up. Oh, we were together for 3 years. We talked about marriage. We had a wobble, but we're back together. Doesn't that feel better? Does that feel better at all? Spirit saying, look, it's your love story in the star card. You are the star of it. You're the star of this movie, this love story. Now be the director and give him his lines. The Strength card showing that this person does feel very comfortable around you. They do feel that you're right for them, and they do feel that they're right for you. And this very well may be showing you that there isn't some kind of engagement coming. Some kind of engagement coming towards you, for you, with you. Spirit saying, as the energy behind that engagement card, you do deserve love. You are lovable. They do feel that you are lovable. And it very well may have been love at first sight, like Cupid struck an arrow and boom. You guys fell in L. H-E-L-L. No, I'm kidding. L-O-V-E. Together for 3 years and talked about marriage. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So what does working on your partnership look like to you? They want to work on the partnership. Energy behind that is separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Maybe more time apart is on the horizon if you don't work on your partnership. At the end of the day, you guys are still friends, and that's I think these cards are saying that it's something that's very important to this person. Honeymoon. I think they still want to marry you. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. They remember good nostalgic moments. Now I understand a little bit more about the that Chariot card. Like, they really felt it was something special. They still want to conquest you. They still want to date you. They still want to be with you. I don't care what they say. Even if they were to say, don't darken my doorstep ever again, it would be a lie. In this Lovers card and this World card, I think that at the end of the day, we'll get some advice here from Spirit on maybe the next step to take, if that's okay, if you'd like me to ask that, or if you have any other questions. Spirit, any advice for Maria going forward with this person? Any direct messages or advice, Spirit, that you can give? Yeah, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, your affirmations, your visualizations help bring you together. So here's your homework. I've given everybody homework tonight. I'm going to be doing it. Your homework tonight is to sit down and write what it is. Why is it that they need you? Why is it that they love you? Why is it that they care about you? Why is it that they like to talk to you? Maybe why is it they're obsessed with you? Okay, you don't have to do all those, but do the ones that feel more natural, more comfortable, more exciting, more fun. Even if it's just one thing. Start with one thing, and it might help you as you go down the list of writing this stuff. There might be something that helps you to see what's going on with your own self-concept, because sometimes the breakup is just precursor to making it up to yourself, because somewhere you had a wobble and you broke up. I don't know why you guys broke up. It's none of my business, but your homework is to write some of this stuff down. Maybe even write your triggers down as you write this why they need you list, why they care about you list, why they love you, why they love to talk to you, why they need you. But also your prayers, your affirmations, and your visualizations. Maybe you need to lay down tonight before you go to bed and think about all the things that you want. Just go to Lulu if you have to. Throw all that logic out the window for a minute, all those limiting beliefs and circumstances, and you will reconcile, yes. Calling in your soulmate. Maybe you need to go lay down tonight and imagine that reconciliation. What would it feel like? What would it look like? And I'm not talking about looking at it from third person. I'm talking about looking at him from first person as if he was sitting there with you. I'm always Delulu too. It's the unicorn in me. The unicorn dragon. The unicorn lug dragon. But I'm telling you, it must have been love at first sight in the Judgment card. Let me see if I can just get where's the liminal space deck? Oh, here it is. we'll just get some advice for you real quick on this situation. So your self-concept is really going to help you. It's going to help with your it's going to help with so many things in your life. I don't know what your limiting beliefs and circumstances are. So, but you will, the more that you write your triggers down and then write down what's across, you write down on the other side what is the opposite of that trigger and what triggered it maybe. Don't do anything that triggers you. Just as having this conversation. But Spirit's literally saying, check in on her. I'm going to talk to her. I miss her. Let's get some direct messages from Spirit, please, before we close the Spirit portal. If anybody else would like to get a reading, let me know. And thank you so much for your donations tonight. I'm only like $22 from my goal. Cosmic fuckery. Got the full moon here. Okay. And strangely perfect timing. I think Spirit's saying it's perfect timing as it is the full moon right now. And it's strangely perfect timing to start letting go of what doesn't serve you. Spirit says, I see that you are here and I am glad. And my house is very haunted, so there could be a lot of them right now watching, reading. They don't have a spirit box to talk to us. I don't have the REM pod on, but Spirit is showing, strangely, it's the perfect timing to start letting go of what doesn't serve you. So go in the other room right now, right after this reading, and write down maybe 1 or 2 or 3 things that don't serve you. Maybe the idea of the pain and sorrow that you experienced breaking up. Maybe the pain and sorrow of not being where you want in life right now. And, whatever it is that you can think of, and take that paper and burn it and let it go. And just, I let this go. So that it can, return back to the void and never come back unless it comes back in a way that pleases me. Your words are really important, but your thoughts, the feelings behind your thoughts are even more important. So strangely, it's perfect timing for you to start acting and working on this now. You could manifest what you want overnight. It could take 2 days. It could take 2 hours. It could take 5 minutes. It could take 2 months, 2 years. Don't let it take 2 decades. Oh, Lord knows I've been there. 2 decades later, you don't want to be there. You want to be here now. Don't go too far in the future. You don't know what's there. It can get creepy. Don't go into the past, because you can't change the past. Just leave it there. It's fine. It'll cause too much anxiety. Just stay right here now. Focus on what you want. And are you serving what you want? Are you waking up in the morning, doing what it takes to focus on, what kind of state of mind am I in right now, and what state of mind do I want to be in? And even if you have to spend all day getting there, just try it. And be accountable. Be accountable for maybe making a list and just getting through it. Getting through those few things that day might help put you on the path to, feeling like you have a little bit more control of yourself, control of this situation, this love story. He's your man. You broke up, who cares? He's still your man. You're asking questions about him. You're having feelings for him. It's important to you. So if you want this person back, Spirit's definitely saying go for it. But never forget that he's your man until you say he's not your man anymore. Okay? Example, John Doe or Bob, or Jackass could have 10, zebra baby mamas. Okay? And 10 zonkies with all of them. Because he's a jackass. So, and donkeys and zebras and donkeys make zonkies. So, a man can have 10 baby mamas and 10 baby children. It doesn't matter. He's still your man. The guy could be on the moon and still be your man. The guy could be anywhere and it's still your man. If at the end of the day, that's how you feel. Okay. So keep me updated. I'm here for you. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking the video and coming to hang out. Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. It's going to help me with my spirit box. And then hopefully we'll be able to do some ghost hunting again on this channel. So I've been here for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to take just a little break. check on my dogs and check on the other adult children in the house. See how they're doing. Yeah, I would love to know how y'all are doing. Give me an update when you can, Maria. I'll be here on the jammy. Okay, I'm back. Not sure if anybody's still here, but I'm back. God, it's in here. Why doesn't it let me download them? It's so fucking weird. Copy. What does that mean? Okay, I can't even use these. Skips over like it's. Fuck. There we go. Hey, Moon, how are you? Long time no see. How are you, dear? Welcome back to the haunted house. Sorry about that. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks so much for asking. It's just another cold night in the haunted house. Wow, it got so late so quick. I thought it was like still 10 o'clock at night. I think we talked about you feeling like you were cursed or something at one point in time. And I had said that was something that you could overcome by, turning your back on that, on the idea of that. How long have you been on? I've been on about an hour and 40 minutes. I've been having difficulties over the last 2 weeks getting online though, because my internet's been a crapshoot. But it's been pretty good now that the hurricane's passed and. I've been looking for some petals for my spirit box. I had to get a new speaker. Hopefully I can fix it here soon. Hopefully by this weekend. I realized that even though the pedals work, there's something going on, not so much with the jacks as it is the power adapter and like the way the switch works on the inside. And I just don't have the tools to fix it, the time to fix it. And I kind of wanted to get something that was portable so that I could just attach it to the speaker, and we can go outside to the other side of the graveyard instead of the one that's just in the front yard. We can go to maybe the apartment upstairs with our friends and use it, or maybe we can go to another haunted house and use it or something like that. So the way that you get a reading is you just donate to the PayPal or the Cash App or the Venmo links. And then the way that you decide with what reading you want is I have it either in the description or the pin. Like today's special is you can get the $6 Tacobox, which is just like three questions, and you get a channeled love message. But you can also get an 1111 love reading, which kind of just gives you a little mini roadmap to what your heart's desire is. And then the general reading is $20. There's also other readings. You can get a more in-depth and unlock more cards. You just have to decide what reading you want and then pay for it on PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. And it's only $1 per minute. So like if you get the $6 reading, you get 6 minutes. If you get the 1111 love reading, you get like 12 minutes. If you get the $20 reading, you get like 20 minutes. And you usually get, 20 plus cards or 11 plus cards or 6 plus cards. Okay, cool. You want to get a love reading. All right. What are your questions, dear? Okay, yeah, I got it. What are your questions, dear? What do you need to know about your love story? Did you put the questions in the Venmo? Okay, I see it. Okay, take your time. Just let me know what your questions are when you're ready, and I'll start the timer. Does it have to be a love reading? No. If you don't want to do a love reading, that's fine. I just call it the 1111 love reading because most people want to get a love reading that's a little bit more in depth than just like a $6 taco box. And then some, sometimes people will get the $20 general. But it could be whatever you want it to be about too. There's really no rules. How many do you get? Well, you'll get 12 minutes. So you probably get, 10 to 12 cards. Do you mean like how many questions do you get? I guess we'll just make it up as we go with the 12 minutes. What are the most important questions to you that you need answered right now? There's really like no limit with the 1111 or the 20. It's just about the time that we have, the time that you purchase. We might do one question and only 2 minutes have gone by, or 3 minutes. You might have another question and we do another one. That question and those answers might take 5 minutes, another 5 minutes, they might take 1 minute. It just depends on like what your questions are. Favorite one's a little more expensive. I never know what to ask. I guess I just want to know what you can read from me. If you're able to feel anything from me. So the way that I work, when it comes, I feel a lot of different things. But the way that I do my readings is that I'm going to be channeling spirit for you. So it's just going to be what you need to know right now about you, if that's what you need to know. And whatever you feel is your creator, even if it's just the dirt outside, will talk to me and I'll channel your message that you need to know through it. So you don't know what to ask, but you just want to know what you can read from me if you are able to feel anything from me. So the way I would do a reading like that is I would just ask spirit what you need to know about you, what you need to know about your life right now, and give you some advice for that. Because I can only give to you what spirit gives to me. And that's how I keep our vortex like more highly vibrational and more ethical for us and anyone that we do readings about, or any readings that I do for people about others or themselves. So we'll go ahead if that's something that you think that you might like to know. It's what spirit needs you to know right now about you. And what Spirit can read from you. If that's something you want, let me know. I just don't do readings like that. Like, let me see if I can just feel you out for a minute, because what that does is that gets me away from the purpose of what you need to know for your reading, because then it's just me questioning myself. You just questioning me, really. And this is about you, not me. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Excuse me, it's pretty dry in here. I haven't had the humidifier on all day and it's freezing. I don't have heat, so usually I'll put a humidifier on to make it a little bit warmer in here. I just didn't do it today yet. It got quite warm in the house, believe it or not, despite how cold it is out there. So Spirit's saying, you are going to be your own knight in shining armor, especially with those thoughts. Swords are about your thoughts, your thought process, your mental wealth. Spirit is also saying in this Knight of Swords that you're in some kind of spiritual journey, looking for the answers to help you stay focused on the state of mind you want to be, to help you take charge in your life, to feel like you're in more control. And Spirit says, by questioning and asking yourself these questions, what do you need to know about yourself? What do you need to know right now? Spirit saying that they need you to focus on you. Focus on your spiritual journey. Focus on being good to yourself with your thoughts. Be your own Joan of Arc, as well as others. Don't do anything that triggers you. In the Knight of Swords, Judgment card letting you know that if you are being a little bit too judgmental on yourself, or if you feel that others have been judgmental, you don't have to put up with that in this Lover's card. Because once again, while we can't change people, we can change ourselves. We can change the way they show up to us, can change the way the world shows up to us through our thoughts and feelings. Feelings come into play in this Lover's card because the Lover's card used to be just about love in general. It used just to be just called love historically. It only became the Lover's card within, more recent, modern, advanced times. This card's more about loving thoughts, loving actions, loving words, taking the loving path, putting on that breastplate of love instead of sex and being lovers and more of the passionate kind of things in life. But Spirit is saying that you might need to be doing a little self-concept work. I think no matter where we are in our life, even if we're good physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, there's always room for more work to be done. Spirit says, you're generally happy, have a lot of positive vibes, energy, spirits around you in the Sun card. Your most strongest and most vibrant spirit guides have stepped forth to tell you that you do have a lot to look forward to in the Sunflower card with the sun on it, with Rose Nyland from the Golden Girls, clearly shining through that, your personality, like being on the sunnier side of things, is going to definitely take you a lot further than, the path of least resistance, which might be to get down on yourself, get down on, doubting what you know to be true. It's like, okay, it's not all about sunshine and roses, okay? You don't always have to stay in a good mood to manifest what you want or get what you want. But what you do have to do is be accountable for yourself. Be accountable for your state of mind. What can you do to focus more on, the judgments that you make about yourself about your life and the direction that you're taking is, once again, more loving thoughts and actions about you. Self-love is definitely something I feel that Spirit is seeing you've been working on. But it's something that you can't just give up. But it's also something that, you know, it's something that's there to comfort you, but also something to help you manifest through prayer, visualizations, affirmations. I don't know if you do anything like that, but the 10 of Cups can be telling you, you know, really get in your headspace about your love life, your life. Get your head in the clouds about what you want, and serve it. And if somebody tells you that you can't have that, it's just not true. It's your dream. It's your desire. I don't know what this dream or this desire is that keeps coming up. And the reason I keep saying that is like Lovers, Sun card. I keep feeling like there's this desire, this wanting. But, you know, you might feel a little bit out of control in that Judgment card. You might feel very judged by others. But it's not as difficult as you think it is. Am I still here? I'm going to put your timer on pause until I hear from you. I'm sorry, it's not showing anybody in chat, so I don't know if I'm here or not.
These mushrooms make you feel.
Okay, cool. I guess I'm here still then. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, Spirit's saying getting off of the path of least resistance a little bit might actually lead you into a love story that you've been looking for, wanting to build upon, wanting to create. In the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. You got the Magician card as the energy behind those two cards. I'm not sure what the Magician represents to you, but the Magician is definitely telling you, hey, look, you are the magic wand of your love story, your life story. You've got everything on the table to offer. All your cards on the table to offer. You've got the Pentacle of Balance. You've got the Sword of Mental Wealth. You've got the Wand of Communication. You've got the Cup of Love. You've got a lot to offer. So what is it that, thank you. So what is it that you're offering yourself? What is it that you have to offer others? You know, just because we don't see it around us doesn't mean it's not there. You know, I do see the Five of Pentacles, reversed Emperor behind the upright Five of Pentacles, showing that there have been times where it's like, you know, you've looked back at your life, looked back at your connections, you've been sad about it, it's bummed you out, it's gotten you on this path of least resistance. Like, no, I'm sorry, it's gotten you on a path of resisting what is good for you, like what is right for you in that Emperor energy. It's freezing. I see that now. So I just put your reading on hold again. Am I here? Hey, Metal Rain, how are you, dear? I'm going to get some direct messages from Spirit for you. You know, Spirit does say that you have a lot to look forward to. There has been... Hold on, I'm getting interrupted. I think I might be getting interrupted again. You okay, Dad? Okay. Sorry about that. So, Spirit's watching you. The light is on in someone's home in that 5 of Pentacles. You know what you have to do to get where you're going, there and back again. Wherever you go, there you are. It doesn't have to be always so difficult. And you're not alone. You're feeling alone. You're just not. Strangely, you know, the next right thing. Until the day breaks and the shadows flee away. What else direct messages do you have, Spirit, for Moon? So I feel like what the card is saying, you know, the next right thing for you is to start turning your back on those shadows. You got the sun. You got the sun card there again. You got that sun in this card again, that happiness card. It's like really reaching out for that happiness. And it's like, it's already yours. Everything that you hold dear that is, you know, meaningful to you. So during the passing of time, you know, it's time for you to do some homework and figure out what it is that is the next right thing for you, and hold on to that joy that it brings you. Try not to worry too much about what it's going to take to get there. A lot of people put their manifestations or their dreams or their, you know, what they want on hold because they believe that it will either be too difficult, or they can't figure out point A to point B, or they start trying to figure out point A to point B and it starts getting, the whole big picture starts to fade away. So they just give up. You know, and another thing can be, you know, like I said, in the path of least resistance, you know, we tend to stick on that path of least resistance. And sometimes that just keeps leading us back in circles where we don't want to be. So I feel like Spirit's saying, try something different. The next best thing for you to be during the passing of time is to really think about what you want. Oh my God, you got that. It takes a curse to break a curse card again right here. Hand in hand you shall go with your creator. So whatever it is that you believe in, even if it's just the dirt outside, your creator is there guiding you, carrying you through this. And that hand in hand card. It takes a curse to break a curse. So be the curse that breaks the curse. Why? How'd you break the curse? You broke the curse by getting this reading and somebody just telling you broke the curse just by thinking about breaking it. Don't let anybody take your power away from you, especially with a name like Moon. Okay? And what does the moon do? It reflects the sun, just like this mirror. Reflects everything. So do not let the fucking get you. Because what does the fucking do? It makes you think you can't have it. It makes you think you're cursed. It makes you think someone's doing a bad spell on you. It makes you think that you're not lucky. It makes you not feel good about yourself. And what the fuck are we here for? Pardon my French, YouTube. What the fuck are we here for if it's not to have fun? Because you were sent here to have fun. Not be playing second fiddle to this shit. Okay. Fun, fun, fun. Look how much fun Rose Nyland is having in this sunshine card, in this sun card. Where'd she go? See, she's having so much fun, she bounced away. But you saw her jumping for joy above the sunflowers. It's really Spirit saying, look, you were sent here to have fun. Just go out and do it. And just know that you're not alone. Spirit has your back. Spirit knows what you want. Spirit is there for you. Just talk to it. Ask and you shall receive. You know, we'll experience our fears. We'll manifest our desires. And we'll experience what we expect. So choose wisely. All right, sweetheart? Okay, if you feel like you're having a sore throat coming on and you're feeling sick, you need some pineapple juice. And you might want to warm it up and put a little bit of lemon in it and honey. You also need to get yourself Penang curry, Thai hot, if you can handle it. I'm kidding. Or get at least a mild. Because what the curry will do is it will help you with your fatigue and boost your immune system. And the pineapple juice, even without the lemon or warmed up or the honey or anything like that, the pineapple juice is a sore throat elixir and a holistic cough syrup, believe it or not. So you're not getting sick, you're just healing. You're so welcome, and thank you. I'm only $20 for my goal tonight, and I really appreciate it because I am trying to get the spirit box fixed so we can have an awesome Halloween party on my Halloween birthday this year on YouTube. And start doing the channeled readings from people who are on the other side. We used to do those. I haven't been doing them because my spirit box has been broken. And then I started building another one. And then that just kind of went out the window when work started to pick up. And I really wanted to get this one fixed because everyone was requesting it again. Okay, so you have apple cider vinegar. Okay, so what else do you have? Okay, so you don't have pineapple, but you have apple cider vinegar. Do you have any lemon? Do you have any honey? Do you have any ginger? What kind of teas do you have? If you're going to do apple cider vinegar, I would say take the apple cider vinegar, warm it up, even if you have to do it in a microwave because it's all you have. I'll forgive you this one time. Put some, okay, so both lemon and honey. Okay, put the honey in the apple cider vinegar with the lemon and warm it up and drink that bitch. Okay? If you had balsamic vinegar, that would even be better. But apple cider vinegar is just going to do it just as good. It probably tastes just as good too, but I prefer the balsamic vinegar, but usually we only have the apple cider around the house, so I just use that. So get the apple cider vinegar going with the lemon and the honey and get yourself some pineapple juice for moments like this with the sore throat and the cough. Put some lemon and honey in it. Drink it, even if it's cold. Thank you, Gin Moon. Please keep me updated, sweetheart. I'm here for you. You're not alone. Thank you for your subscription, your donation, and your like. I appreciate it. Baking soda? Yeah, I've never used baking soda for that. I've only used baking soda to clean my teeth, bleach my hair, and get pesticides out of my vegetables and fruits. Clean the sink. Yeah, yeah. Really? I did not know that. Really? I'll have to check that out. I bet someone's making a buck off that. Wish I'd written that book. No, instead I wrote something boring. Like a love story. A 300-page love story. Why did I waste my time? I can't believe I've been here for 2 hours. Oh yeah, that'd be great. I love how Amazon saves purchase history. It's awesome. YouTube didn't notify you? Oh wow. Well, that sucks. Oh, good night, Moon. Sweet dreams, honey. The reading will be here when you get back. You can just watch it again tomorrow if you want. I'm here for you. Keep me updated. You're so welcome. Thank you. Started getting mad at wrestling. Why? Yeah, it can be pretty crazy. I get mad at it too, to be honest. Didn't like who was winning. I know, right? Oh, AEW. Yeah, I haven't watched AEW. Feels more realistic than so does even watching NXT. It feels a little bit more realistic, like the way it used to be when it was. I swear to God, I think the ghost moved that table behind me closer and closer. Oh yeah, and he was real drunk, so it was probably like exhausting because he was probably asking questions you don't want to. I don't like it. I don't. I love the drama and I love the storyline. Yeah, that was interesting about Roman Reigns. And that, did you get to watch what happened on WWE with that recently with Cody and Reigns? Like, yeah, it was very boring when Cena was the champion. Yeah. But Cody and Roman, that's not recent though. Cody and Roman just did a fight together to get back at the new bloodline. Richard Simon. Yeah, that was at Bad Blood PPV. But did you watch what happened the Monday after? It was pretty cool to see one of the twins come out and help Roman and Cody. I don't know that he expected that. Tried to reunite with him. Wow. That makes me sad because they fought really well together and they just been through so much. But, you know, if they had stayed in that Roman Reigns, God, maybe we should do a wrestling podcast. That'd be hilarious. And so much fun. But maybe, well, at least this is how I felt about the twins' careers. Had they stayed in the bloodline and kept doing what they were doing for Roman, Roman would have just stayed the champion for the next 10 years, and they would never get a championship title of their own as a single wrestler. But I also don't see Jay and his brother Uso. I don't see the Uso twins, fighting guys and winning against them. Guys like, what's his name? That Kaiser dude, that big, tall German sausage dude. And I've noticed that a lot of the wrestlers that were starting to come on WWE that were new that I liked are not there anymore because either they've been hurt by other guys who were in the club, I call it the club of actors. Yeah, Gunther. Like the Russian guy. Oh my God, I love that wrestler. What's his last name? Like Draconis or something. It's like Dragon something. He's a Russian dude and he's from Moscow and he's such a good athlete. And I think Gunther or one of those big guys sat on him and he never came back. And he was from NXT. He's doing a great job at NXT. Went to WWE, you don't see him anymore. Unless he left. And yeah, that's right. Dragunov. That Ruski guy was just great. He was such a great entertainer. You know, there's something different to say about a wrestler who, like, they're into their athletic work. They're not sticking to some stupid storyline, like that guy from the UK who bites the fingers and bends the fingers and like tortures them, finger torture. Like that guy just fights like scrappy, like street fighting. It's great. You don't see him sticking to some stupid storyline. But I guess they give these guys and girls options for storylines and they can decide. I don't know. Yeah, he did get a serious injury. Who was the guy that gave him the serious injury? Yeah, Pete Dunne. I like watching that guy fight. He's good. Let me get in there and buy him a coffee. I got some fingers that need to be bent. Not mine, though. I guess I like the wrestlers that are more, you know, they're not following this stupid, catchy Hollywood storyline. They're really doing what they love best. Yeah, I think you're right. It was Gunther, but it was a non-televised match. But why do I remember seeing it? Why do I remember seeing it? Yeah, I know you're a TNA guy. We watch TNA on Tuesdays as well. God, this meme is hilarious. My favorite part of fall is when the mosquitoes go back to hell. They showed a clip to let fans know. Oh, that's what must have been what I saw. Okay. That must have been what I saw. Oh, Rosemary. I'm not sure I'm familiar with Rosemary. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Pardonnez-moi. I really like Naomi, especially when she headbutts somebody with her butt. I like Rhea Ripley. I used to not like Rhea because I felt like Rhea was clumsy. But I think Rhea really got on top of her game in the last 6 months to a year. I really like watching her crush Liv Morgan, who I think is a total pain in the ass. Only time I've seen Liv Morgan win anything is when she broke somebody's arm and had people help her. You know, I've actually seen Rhea Ripley, you know, get in some good fights without any help from anybody. I especially love watching Doudrop. She's a lot of fun to watch on WWE. I like Bianca Belair and her new tag team partner, but at the same time, I'm a little bored. I want to see her tag team partner now. I'm tired of watching Bianca. I think they're a great team. I think Bianca's a little bit just boring to me kind of now. Like, I've been watching her at the top for what, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It's like watching Taylor Swift at the top for 2 decades and you're still wondering why. Give someone else the front seat for a little while. And I actually would like to watch her tag team mate, not in a tag team, actually fighting these other girls for the championship. Competing, because I bet she's just a lot better than the other ones. Sometimes when you're the best, they'll hold you back. People will hold you back. They'll hold you accountable for your talents, your gifts, and being the best, and they'll be the hardest on you. I know it's something I've literally had to like put up with all my life. Like, guys, stop being so hard on me. I'm tired of paying my dues. But I've also learned that, like, when I was a kid and I started acting and music and stuff, ballet, like I was really into all that because, like, I just told my mom, get me into something that I can do where I can just feel, and not have to remember that I can't hear very well or that I can't do the other things that kids do because of my disability. So she got me into dancing, acting, music, and because I asked for it, because the MTV is what helped me escape, just watching MTV. And then I started singing because of MTV. And I feel like this girl that's Bianca Blair's tag team partner, she's somebody who has probably been working on what she's been doing since she was very young too. You can tell how dedicated she is to what she does as well because of her body. Because of her body. I mean, she probably has the best body physically as an athlete compared to all those other women. I know I miss MTV. I miss MTV when they actually showed music videos instead of whatever the fuck that is on MTV now. They just need to call it mundane TV, mundane reality TV now. TV, reality TV, yeah. So I'm pretty sure WWE is holding her back because that's what people do. They hold you back. Especially when you are on that higher vibrational level. Like I've tried to go to other like places to get call centers, like to get added onto other call centers for the work that I do. And I'll send in my resume, I'll apply, and I'll just get some stupid answer back like too much competition. Okay, whatever. Too much competition. Like what? I'm not even trying to compete here. I'm just being myself. Fucking commercials. They love to take that money, don't they? But they don't love to pay me. I will have to say something though, since I stopped the whole allowing YouTube to brainwash me. I'm doing a lot better. I wish I hadn't wasted all the time on what they said I should have done to build my channel. I should have just kept doing what I was doing instead of wasting all my time on their brainwashing. Yeah, I had joined other call centers. I had gone to other call centers for grief counseling, for tarot, called Oranum. I think Oranum might be owned by Purple Ocean. See, there's this one company, and they have a whole bunch of psychic kind of, they have this whole psychic network tree, okay? And what happens is you might be thinking that you're going to a different one, but you're just going to the same one with a different name. So Uranium, I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. Yeah, it's the site. It's purple. Yeah. So that's most likely owned by Purple Ocean, which also has a whole branch of other psychic networks like that, or call centers like that. And they're all the same company. They're all the same crappy company. And I have not been over there because Purple Ocean fired me. And this is why they fired me. That company fired me because somebody came and got a reading from me. Then she got way too personal with me. Okay, then she threatened me. All right, because she didn't like the fact that I didn't tell her what she wanted to hear in her reading. I told her what she needed to know, not what she wanted to hear. So she threatened me. And I got very scared because I was new to all this. This was like 3 years ago. And so I took her username and I went and looked at the user. I looked up the username on Google. I found out she was a book author. I found out her real name. I found out where she lived. This is why I tell people, hey, and I didn't find out her exact address. I just what country she lived in. Okay. So it's very easy to live in Belgium and then call a psychic network in America and, cause a lot of problems if you're not mentally well. So after she threatened me, I let her know through the app, hey, please don't think that the company doesn't know who you are at the end of the day, or that I can't find out who you are at the end of the day. I'm like, so please be careful what you say to me, I said, because there are certain laws that have to be followed with this kind of business, with any kind of business. And I told her nicely, please don't troll me. Oh, and then she just had a fucking cow because I stood up for myself. And then she went to management and she's like, look at what this person said to me. They're insulting me. They're assaulting me. They're stalking me. They're thising me. They're thatting me. I wasn't doing any of that. So at the end of the day, I had just really gotten a mental fucktard. Pardon my English. That's very rude. I would usually never call anybody that or any names like that. But I decided to completely, do away with that company because their integrity regarding protecting their own integrity, protecting somebody who works for them. Because see, when you work on these psychic networks, you still have to pay them money. They get to take a 50% cut of everything you make. Okay. Yeah. Then PayPal has to take their cut or whoever they send the money to because they just can't set it up to have direct deposit to your bank. I don't know why. It's so stupid. And I was just not in the mood to have a company have my name on it that didn't give a fuck about my integrity or my safety. So I probably did not go over to Uranium or Orium or whatever because I realized who it was owned by. It was owned by the same people who don't give a fuck about who's giving their readings. They don't care about the integrity of their business. They don't care about your safety or the customer's safety. So I quit. Well, they fired me, but I quit. I wasn't going to stay anyways after that. I mean, who would want to go work at Kmart and it gets shot up and then go back? Nobody. So there are other more of quality call centers for grief counseling and tarot work. And I've gone to them. I have friends here on YouTube who have great jobs working for them. Granted, one of them didn't tell them that they had a YouTube. She got hired right away. The other one is a very successful YouTuber. She has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and that's why they hired her. So it's weird because it's like, okay, so you're going to hire my friend who has 100,000 subscribers or more on YouTube, but you're not going to hire me because I have 1,400 subscribers and I'm too much competition. So it didn't really add up. It doesn't really make any sense. But at the end of the day, it could just be, you know, my limiting beliefs and circumstances. Like, at the end of the day, like, you know, I haven't really gotten too much into the thought and feeling of, you know, what anybody else might be thinking of my resume. There's just so many crazy things on my resume that it's like, okay, you worked at record stores and music stores and you did acting and you did movies and you did gigs and you wrote books and you really have a whole, you know, jack of all trades kind of resume, and people kind of get lost in that thing if it isn't just one thing that you're, it's like if you're going for an IT job, they just want to see what you've done for IT. They don't give a fuck what else you've done. I wish I would have worked at a music store or video store. You still can. They still have vinyl music stores, okay? And they still have music stores that you can go and work at. Like, I mean, I would never want to work at Guitar Center again. Rather commit a 5-finger death punch on myself. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of good mom and pop music stores that you could probably go get a side hustle on, or a side hustle with. Another thing that might make you feel better, I know you were saying you weren't feeling very well, is peppermint and lavender essential oil. I get the Nature's Truth. Lavender is a holistic antihistamine, and it also soothes and helps you calm your nerves. Peppermint, not only is it like good for your gastrointestinal in your organs, making your tummy feel better if you do have a tummy ache, but it also relieves headaches. Put peppermint on your temples, your ears, the back of your neck, your pulse points. It's going to bring you a little bit more down to feeling a little bit more, you know, comfortable in your space. If you're not feeling too well, it'll make you feel better. You applied at Hot Topic back in the day. I thought it was a color. Oh. Hey, you said something about migraines not too long. So I grew up with migraines. And the way that I dealt with them was to, like, you know, do some herb and use the peppermint and the lavender. But of course, I lived in a state growing up where weed was illegal. So it wasn't like I could always, you know, get some flower to vape or drink as tea or eat. Because getting in edibles was like finding a piece of gold. So I started to adapt the whole peppermint and lavender combination. Just trying it. I like to put it on my ears too. It just really helps with the headache when it starts coming on, to kind of get it to just not go, not make it any worse. Yeah, it's not easy with that intense kind of headache. I know what you mean. And that's why I started using the peppermint, because it would bring down the headache and the sickness that it makes you feel. Usually they'd have to like run me to the hospital. I do have 3 brain tumors, but I'm fine. They're benign. It's like really nothing to worry about. But I am planning on going to a neurologist soon to have the brain tumors checked out, because I haven't had a screening in 5 years since the car accident. I've only been doing a cancer screening from like the neck down. There's really nothing wrong with having a brain scan every once in a while, I guess. But at the time, they were like, these are really nothing to have to worry about. And I don't know. I don't really believe that I have brain tumors. Ruby, what's wrong, honey? I'm going to go get the dog. You're precious. She just got a bath. So she's looking more like a hedgehog than a chihuahua. Honey, are you thirsty? Are you thirsty, baby? You look like you don't feel good. You want a snack? Are you hungry? You want a drink? I'm going to get her a drink. I'm going to get her some coconut water. She might be a little thirsty. It's been kind of dry in here because I didn't put the humidifier on all day. Are you okay? Worried about you, Princessa. Do you just love that or what? Does that feel good? Yeah, okay. Gosh, you sound so thirsty, baby. Are you feeling any better? Come here. I can't believe that, like, after, let's see, I guess it's been about 6-7 weeks. I cannot get this dog to stop itching. So we're going back to the vet. Yesterday was Ruby Tuesday. Okay, I'm gonna go get her a drink. I'll be right back. You want a drink first? Let's get a drink first. Here, it's gonna make you feel better. Maybe we should drink it after this. Where's your baby girl? She can't stand it. She's like, what's mommy drinking, eating? Sam struggled. Come here, sweet pea. You want a drink too? You want a drink? Come here. You want a drink? You sound a little bit thirsty as well. Ruby, 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 right here, baby. Ruby, right here. No? No? Okay. All right. No. No more cookies. You've had enough cookies today. I'm back. Probably gotta take another break here just to make them some food. I've had to like change their whole sleeping and food schedule because of it being fall now. Ruby just burped. That was super cute. And I had the live muted for a moment. Which you could have heard her burp. It was so cute. So does Spirit Box work better in the daytime or night? You know, the Spirit Box works really well when it's windy. I do not know what it is about when it's windy. Doesn't matter if it's daytime, nighttime. When it's windy, it works really well. I haven't done a lot of spirit boxing in the daytime. But maybe we'll do more experimentations with that. But I will have to say, it works really well when it's raining. Even better when it's raining. Now, what's interesting is with the Tesla coil spirit box that I'm building, you know, it is known that you can hear thunderstorms up to 300 miles away. So I'm interested to experiment around with that one once I get it done. It scare you? Yeah, it would me too. And then when I grow up, I'm still growing up, but when I started to grow up and I moved to Atlanta, like I would miss the sound of the ocean. I'd really miss it a lot. And then we moved to Boston and we moved to the beach there in Boston. I know, can you believe it? And there's a beach in Boston, but it really is right there on the Atlantic coast. I mean, it's just like, here's the Atlantic Ocean and there's a city on the edge of it. But I could go to bed and hear the waves at night. I love that. I love nothing more than falling asleep to the sound of the waves on the ocean. Like, I really crave that. So I would listen to like tapes or audio that had the sound of the waves in the ocean. Then one day I was just sitting outside listening to the trees talk, and they do talk. And all this wind just came. And it just didn't stop all day and all night and all day. And it just went on for days. And I realized, wow, when the trees talk and the wind's blowing through them, it sounds like the ocean. So I really love those windy fall days, windy summer days, windy any day, because it literally sounds like the ocean to me on the rustling of the leaves on the trees. I love it. But it would scare me when I was little, like the howling, the whistling. It's spooky. Just going to listen to this voice message from my friend. I'm going to put the live on mute for a moment. Oh, I guess my goddaughter's sick. Gotta figure something out to get that baby better. Yeah. It's calling on Richard is calling on Instagram probably so I go open the front gate. I'm not getting up. Damn, I don't feel like getting up, pretending like I'm asleep in my room. He can wait for my brother and his mom to come back. So he got drunk, came home drunk, left drunk, came back, tried to get back in. Well, at least you live in a gated community. Hopefully he won't get in trouble. You know, when people are drunk or on cocaine, they think everything is a good idea. It's not. I'm not saying he's on cocaine. I'm just comparing it. God, wouldn't it be sad if he was, though? Did he ever have like a prescription for Xanax for anxiety? Or did he ever need one? Or did he ever I think his drinking problem has a lot to do with his anxiety. I'm not like trying to clinically diagnose your Richard or anything like that, or even like try to suggest any kind of health recommendations. I'm just putting 1 and 2 together that you know of. So even if he had never been diagnosed or clinically diagnosed with anxiety, that could be why he has a drinking problem, because he might be very anxious. And alcohol is just, I mean, Xanax is pretty much just alcohol in pill form. So he might be somebody that needs his anxiety regulated by a doctor or healthcare provider, might not realize it. He might just, he might just need like some Xanax. And because he doesn't realize that, he's drinking and said, could be depression. You're right. We definitely don't want him drinking and taking Xanax. So, because that could hurt him even further. And I guess he's not willing to really, they have to really want the help. Oh, you better go do something, honey. Look, get him to stop yelling. Y'all don't need to go to jail. He doesn't need to go to jail. Nobody needs to get in an argument. Just be cool. Go open the gate. Tell him he fell asleep. I'm going to go and feed the dogs, and I'll be right back. Yeah, take your time. I'll be right back. I got to feed the babies. Gotta feed them fur kids. Gonna get them some sweet meat. Okay, let's eat. I'm gonna get you food right now. Yeah, is that where you want to eat? Okay. Okay. Hold on, that one's not even yours. Take your time. It's not going anywhere. Oh my goodness, it is so cold in here. Okay, he's somehow got it. Wow. He's talented. I have fed the dogs. They seem to be pretty happy eating. Ooh, it's cold. It's so cold in here. It's just getting colder and colder by the minute. Oh. Okay, I'll be right back. Just gonna get a drink.
Hey, what are you doing there? Get up there.
I'm just going to end the live and go to bed. Okay.
Huh?
I'm just going to end the live and go to bed.
Yeah, it's too late, man.
It's really late and nobody's really coming by because it's so late. But yeah, it's just cold here. It's just cold. So if anybody wants to get a reading, let me know because I've been here about 3 hours. And it's cold.
Okay, you're talking to the people.
Well, it's you and 3 other ghosts. There are a couple other people in the chat, but it doesn't show it to you, I don't think. Be right back. All right, I'm just going to end the live now. I don't think anybody else is going to come by for a reading. She just likes me a lot. Well, I hope Star's doing well and that she's feeling better. I'm going to go ahead and do a free collective message for all of us. Spirit, what do we need to know about tonight and the not too distant future? What? Spirit, what do we need to know about tonight and the not too distant future? What do we need to know? Okay, so take a look at the world around you. Okay. Yeah, it might be feeling disappointed a little bit in the world now. Your life maybe even. Even though you got 2 cups down, 3 cups down, you got two more to fill. So don't be too disappointed. Keep looking up at whatever that big picture is to you in the sky, whatever is your vision in that 2 of Wands. Stay focused on it. It's your dream, not somebody else's. So hold on to it. Protect it. Good night, Frank and Dad. Love you. And talk about your dreams with the people you feel comfortable to talk with them about your dreams. Your imagination through communication and desire, your good thoughts is what brings you what you want. Like I said before, you'll experience, what you fear. You'll manifest what you desire. It's your feeling behind your thoughts that count. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming by tonight. I really do appreciate it. Metal Rain, it's always great to talk to you. I hope you enjoy your time talking to Star. And yeah, do some hiding from Richard. That's what it takes to keep you in the state of mind you want to be in, okay? And I'll be back later. Good night, everybody. Be safe. Stay warm. And be good to yourself with your thoughts. Kalanikta.